All right, so in this word problem, we have a couple of parallel lines and a transversal. So we're going to use a few facts you learned back in geometry to set up a couple of equations. There's actually three that you could set up. So you might notice that these two angles right here form a linear pair. And so if you have a linear pair, you know the two of them add up to 180. So I could say then that x plus 40 plus y is equal to 180. That's one equation we could use. Another one that we could use would be that y, so you got the alternate interior angles there. So remember that those are equal. So alternate interior equals, we have y is equal to x minus 60. So I'll write y is equal to x minus 60. So we can set those up and use them to solve. What's the other equation that we could have set up? What do you think? This is, I'll ask you. You can just tell me tomorrow what the other one is that you think you could have used on this. All right, well, this is set up nicely for substitution, so we might as well just go ahead and do substitution. Actually, the additional elimination is very easy too, but let's just do substitution. So we'll come and replace our y right here with x minus 60. So that's going to give us then that x plus 40. So in place of y, we're going to put plus x minus 60 is equal to 180. So that's going to give me then 2x minus 20 is 180. So add my 20 over, so 2x is equal to 200, and divide by 2 and get the x is equal to 100. So then if x is equal to 100, then we can bring this down here and substitute. So y equals x minus 60. And substitute our x in for that. So putting our x in right there, we get y is equal to 100 minus 60. So y is equal to 40. So we get 40 degrees and 100 degrees for our two answers. All right, so then it's now time for you to give a try over here. And I do want you to try it, and I do want you to write something down. So 1 point off the homework if you don't give this a decent try. Well, and this was an oops. This should be A, B, and C since we got A, B's, and C's here. But this time we got three variables, so there's going to need to be three equations that that you're going to use to solve this. And again, keep in mind, I didn't do the calculator on this, but keep in mind you can use your calculator. So you definitely use your calculator on 2B, but you could have also used it on 2A as well. So here's another type of problem, and it's probably easier to do without a chart on it. But we got 2 cement blocks and 3 bricks that weigh 102 pounds. As do one cement block and 10 bricks. So they both weigh 102. What does one brick weigh? So we're looking for these weights. So we can let C equal the weight of a cement block. And then we can let B, that looks like it, yeah, B is going to be equal to the weight of one brick. So of a brick. So when we write this, we've got 2 cement blocks. So 2 times C, that tells me how much 2 of those weigh, plus 3 bricks, so 3 B's, is equal to 102 pounds. And then we can do 1 cement block, so 1 C, and 10 B's, 10 blocks, is equal to 102 as well. So again, you can choose your method. I'm going to do, you can use your calculator. So get your calculator out and give that a try. So you're going to do your 2, 3, 102, and your 1, 10, 102, and put that in your calculator and see what you get for your answer. And I get 1042 and 016. So that tells me that C is 42 and B is 6. So the question was, what does one brick weigh? So that's B for brick. And so it was 6 pounds. So we're going to say 6 pounds. The weight of one brick for our answer. All right, so then you get another chance here to try this one. So try and set that up and solve it with your calculator.